to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Susie Gamboa. Here's a menu of some of our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market. A compact sedan from Kia, the Forte 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic, and a luxury full-size SUV from Mercedes-Benz, the G500 AMG line. Plus, a feature-to-feature comparison of two subcompact SUVs, the Suzuki XL7 GLX and the Toyota Rush 1.5G. On Autopedia, we'll talk about fuel-saving devices. And together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall have the Isuzu mobile kitchen donation to Red Cross as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Seize every moment, even the unexpected ones. The all-new Ford Territory. Own the moment.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Kia. More people may be buying crossovers, SUVs, and MPVs, but there's still a huge market out there for fun-to-drive sedans. Car Review takes a look at one from Kia, the Forte 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic.
The Kia Forte is a consistent presence whenever car magazines in the US and many other parts of the world publish lists of top picks for compact sedans. And when Kia Philippines brought in the Forte to the local market, it was easy to see why. At 4,640 millimeters long, 1,800 millimeters wide, and 1,450 millimeters at its highest point, Kia's popular compact sedan looks good from any angle with its clean lines, long hood, and gently sloping roofline. The grille, front bumper, air dam, and side air ducts all take styling cues from Kia's popular SUVs and crossovers. The top-of-line Kia Forte 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic particularly presents a perfect blending of modern auto design and practical function with its bi-function LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights, projection-type fog lamps, the GT-designed front and rear bumpers, as well as the grille add a sporty touch to the top-of-line Forte. So do the dual chrome muffler exhaust and rear spoiler with high-mount LED stop lamp, and the slim LED rear combination lamps, as well as the 17-inch alloy wheels wrapped by 225 by 45 R17 tires. Also quite attractive and practical are the high-gloss side view mirrors with integrated turn lights that can be folded and adjusted electronically. It also comes with a heater to keep them from fogging in rainy or cold weather. One gets into the Forte 1.6 GT Turbo Automatic with smart keyless entry system to be welcomed by a spacious cabin with leather seats for 5. It's a breeze to get the preferred driving position with a driver's seat that adjusts 8 ways electronically with 2-way lumbar support for greater comfort during the drive. The front passenger seat also adjusts electronically 2 ways. The second row has room for 3 passengers. The folding armrest with twin cup holders reduce this to 2. The Forte has all the usual power functions like power windows, central door locking. It comes with a sporty but rather classy instrument cluster with standard analog speedometer and tachometer, plus a 3.5-inch LCD multi-function display. One also finds the usual amenities like sunglass case, overhead console lamp, room lamp, console box, multi-cup and bottle holders. The Forte 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic comes with more electronic chroming rear view mirrors, 3-spoke leather steering wheel with paddle shifters and controls for audio and Bluetooth functions, aluminum brake and accelerator pedals. The top-of-line Forte also features dual-zone automatic air conditioning with rear vents. The infotainment system features an 8-inch touchscreen display with AM/FM radio, CD and MP3 player, USB and aux-in ports, 4 speakers plus 2 tweeters, and comes with Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Driving the Kia Forte 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic can be comfortable, convenient, and fun. It's got a push-start system using an illuminated start button. The leather-wrapped steering wheel tilts and telescopes. The motor-driven power steering system provides good feedback. What makes the 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic fun to drive is the 1,591cc inline 4-cylinder gasoline engine with double overhead cam and a turbocharged direct fuel injection system. The turbocharged engine generates an impressive 204 PS at 6,000 revolutions per minute and 265 Newton meters of torque from 1,500 to 4,500 RPM. All that power and torque is directed to the front wheels via 7-speed dual-clutch transmission with manual mode. The suspension features front McPherson struts with stabilizer and rear multi-link system tuned to provide good balance between comfort, ride stability, and sporty handling. Stopping power comes from a brake system with all-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brake system. Cruise control comes in handy on long drives through expressways, while parking is a breeze with rear camera with park guide and front and rear parking distance sensors, electronic stability control, as well as hill start assist add to peace of mind on the road. Added safety features on the Forte 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic include front, side, and curtain airbags, 3-point ELR safety belts with pretensioners for 4, plus a 1-2-point static seatbelt, ISOFIX anchors, child lock, and anti-theft system with immobilizer.
The Kia Forte, especially the 1.6 Turbo GT Automatic, should be among the first options to check out for those looking to buy passenger sedans. The latest auto industry news and developments right after the break.
Live extra
with the new Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
Kia Philippines is setting big goals for itself in 2021, doubling its market share in the local automotive industry and a triple-digit sales growth. Kia is looking to do that with the introduction of at least 2 new models this year to add to its lineup that includes the best-selling models, the Soluto subcompact sedan, the K2500 light commercial vehicle, and the recently launched Stonic crossover, which drove sales in 2020. Kia Philippines President Manny Aligada is optimistic the goals can be achieved in a year when the Korean marquee is undergoing a transformation manifested by a change in logo and brand strategy. From Kia, with the power to surprise, to Kia, a movement that inspires. Already, the Kia marketing strategy for the year manifests a change to a movement that inspires. The tagline, My Year, My Kia, expresses moves to help consumers acquire modest Kia units that would truly represent their renewed hope and optimism as they face the future. Supporting this shift in marketing campaign is the continued expansion of the Kia dealership network nationwide and boosting customer experience by improving parts and service programs. Suzuki Philippines reports it gained 6.3% share of the total market in 2020, its largest ever in its history in the country. According to published reports, Suzuki sold 15,515 vehicles led by its triumvirate of bestsellers, the Ertiga, the Carry, and the all-new Espresso. Suzuki hopes to leverage those gains while the market was suffering from the effects on communities, industries, and the economy to gain an even greater share of the market in 2021. Keiichi Suzuki, President and General Manager for Automobile Division of Suzuki Philippines, was elated by how Suzuki was able to thrive and achieve new landmark events, including breaking ground for 2 new dealerships and the virtual opening of newly opened dealership in Marikina and Clark. Suzuki assured customers that it will continue to be unwavering in its commitment to provide top quality products and commendable services in 2021. Auto Performance PH is now the official local distributor of Eiser Brakes. Based in Pamplona, Spain, Eiser Brakes is one of Europe's leading manufacturers of brake pads. Now celebrating its 60th year of making quality brakes, Eiser produces over 22 million brake pads annually. We are proud to offer premium quality brakes at affordable prices directly from Spain, said Miguel Sancho, export manager for Eiser Brakes. We are confident that Auto Performance PH is the perfect partner in the Philippines, a top aftermarket company, now with Eiser, a top brake manufacturer with products 100% made in Spain. Eiser brake pads will be available in automotive repair shops nationwide, as well as online via the new Eiser Lazada store. The Ford Ranger is the top-selling 4x4 pickup in 2020. Ford Philippines said it sold 9,767 Rangers in 2020 for a market share of 24%. Of the total number of Rangers sold, 5,093 came with 4x4 drivetrains, which represented a 41% market share of the 4x4 pickup truck segment. This can be attributed to Ford expanding its truck portfolio with the launch of the new Ranger FX4 and a 4x4 variant. Ford offers a 4x4 variant of the Ranger XLS, FX4, and Wildtrak, as well as the Ranger Raptor. In just over 5 months, Ford sold 1,925 units of the territory, gaining a 33% share in the small SUV segment. The year 2020 also saw Ford expanding its footprint in the SUV and pickup segments in the country with the launch of the Everest Trend, the Everest Sport, and the F-150 full-size pickup.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Welcome back to this edition of Autofocus, the country's premier automobile TV and online magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head to Head. Seven-seater SUVs, crossovers, and MPVs are a dime a dozen in today's automobile market. In this week's head-to-head, we compare spec-to-spec the Suzuki XL7 GLX and the Toyota Rush 1.5 G Automatic.
It's sometimes hard to define segments in today's market for seven-seater people movers, especially in classifying vehicles as SUVs, crossovers, or MPVs. Then, there is the problem of whether to classify them as subcompacts or compacts or mid-size units, especially when the price points become a factor. In a very competitive market, automakers and distributors have become very adept at blurring distinctions, intended or not, in the process of trying to stand out in crowded segments. Spec-to-spec comparos surely would help would-be buyers in refining options and finally firming up decisions. This edition of Head to Head compares offerings of the Suzuki XL7 GLX and the Toyota Rush 1.5 G Automatic. The Suzuki XL7 GLX, in price point and size, falls squarely in the subcompact SUV segment. This seven-seater is 4,450 millimeters long, 1,775 millimeters wide, and 1,710 millimeters tall, with 200 millimeter minimum ground clearance. The same is true of the Toyota Rush 1.5 G Automatic, which is 4,435 millimeters long, 1,695 millimeters wide, and 1,705 millimeters tall. The Suzuki XL7 GLX exterior features black with chrome front grille, blacked out B and C pillars, chrome outdoor handles, side garnish with mudguard, wheel arch extension, roof rails, tailgate chrome garnish, and polished alloy 16-inch wheels wrapped by 195 by 60 R16 tires. It also comes with LED headlamps and rear combination lamps with light guides, front halogen fog lamps, daylight running light, resin protection, and undergarnish. The Toyota Rush 1.5 G Automatic exterior features smoked chrome grille, LED headlamps with line guide, front fog lamps, fin-type antenna, LED rear combination lamps with line guide, roof rail, rear spoiler, high mount LED stop lamp. The Rush 1.5G also rolls on 17-inch alloy wheels wrapped by 215 by 60 R17 tires. The Suzuki XL7, brought to the Philippines, is powered by a 1,462cc 4-cylinder gasoline engine with 16 valves and multi-point fuel injection that generates 103 horsepower at 6,000 revolutions per minute and 138 Newton-meters of torque. It is made available only with a 4-speed automatic transmission that sends power to the front wheels. The brake system features front ventilated and leading and trailing drums in the rear. The suspension uses McPherson struts with coil springs in front and torsion beam with coil springs in the rear. The top-of-line Rush is powered by a 1,496cc inline 4-cylinder engine with 16 valves, double overhead cam, chain drive, dual VVTi, and electronic fuel injection that maxes out at 102 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 134 Newton-meters of torque at 4,200 RPM. Stopping power comes from a brake system that uses front ventilated discs and rear leading trailing drums. The suspension features front McPherson struts with stabilizer and 5-link axle type system in the rear. The Suzuki XL7 GLX already comes with a keyless push-start system. Also standard are central door locking with switches on the driver's side, front automatic and rear manual air conditioning system, and heater and pollen filter. The cabin can accommodate 7 or 3 rows of seats with leather and cloth and leather upholstery. They are in 2-3-2 configuration. The 3-spoke steering wheel tilts and telescopes and features leather as well as buttons and switches for audio and hands-free phone control. The infotainment system features a 10-inch touchscreen with Bluetooth, Android, and Apple connectivity, USB and aux ports in center console, 6 speakers, and is integrated to the rear parking camera. The Rush 1.5G Automatic also comes with smart entry and push start system, wireless door locking, and automatic air conditioning system. The Rush 1.5 can accommodate 7 on 3 rows of fabric seats. The driver's seat slides, reclines, and adjusts, while the front passenger seat only slides and reclines. The second row seat splits 60-40, slides and reclines, with one-touch tumble function to allow for easier access to the third row seats. The third row seat splits 50-50 and tumbles to increase cargo capacity. The Rush comes with Echo Indicator, an LED multi-information display, a 2-tone instrument panel center cluster with chrome accents. The shift lever is wrapped in leather. So is the 3-spoke steering that features switches and controls for audio and telephone. The infotainment system comprises a 7-inch touchscreen display, CD, MP3 player, radio, aux, USB, Bluetooth, WebLink connectivity with iOS, Android phones, and gadgets, and 8 speakers. The top-of-line Rush also comes with rear sonar and monitoring with guidelines. Standard safety and security features on the Suzuki XL7 GLX include 3-point ELR seat belts for 6, 2-point seat belts for middle and second row passenger, dual airbags, 2 ISOFIX child seat anchors, child locks on rear doors, side impact door beams, door sensing security alarm, and engine immobilizer. Suzuki also added anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, electronic stability program, and hill hold control. Toyota also installed choice safety and security features in the Rush 1.5G Automatic, including dual airbags and curtain shield, 3-point ELR seat belts for 7, with driver and front passenger getting pre-tensioner and force limiter, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, vehicle stability control with hill start assist and emergency stop signal, child locks, a child restraint system featuring ISOFIX and tether anchor, and the Toyota vehicle security system with alarm and immobilizer.
There's a lot more 7-seaters out there. This should keep head-to-head busy this new year.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions, the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has anti-oxidation properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. Isuzu lives up to its Your Responsible Partner tag by donating yet another vehicle to the Philippine Red Cross. Our special feature takes a look at this, its significance, and highlights of the turnover ceremony.
Isuzu Philippines Corporation, or IPC, has a long-standing partnership with the Philippine Red Cross. Through the years, IPC steps up to help the Red Cross during emergencies and just its regular activities. At the start of 2020, really a year to remember for the COVID-19 pandemic and the many natural disasters that occurred, Isuzu donated a D-Max pickup to help the Red Cross in relief efforts for communities affected by the major Taal volcano eruption in January. As the country struggled to overcome the effects of the pandemic on the economy and communities, the Red Cross was among the partner recipients of Isuzu's Kasama Mo campaign, which donated personal protective equipment to frontliners in the fight against the spread of the coronavirus. This 2021, Isuzu begins the year by donating a mobile kitchen to Red Cross Laguna chapter to be used for its Hot Meals on Wheels program.
Hi, we are now at the Red Cross headquarters in Mandaluyong City to turn over an Isuzu NKR 71 food truck to serve in their Hot Meals on Wheels program. This is a joint project between Isuzu Philippines Corporation under our CSR program and our partner bodybuilder Truckmaster, who provided the mobile kitchen body, and Inteco, one of our oldest dealers, who provided the kitchen equipment.
Isuzu says the NKR food truck is equipped with a complete mini kitchen that can cook, prepare, and serve hot meals quickly and efficiently right where they are needed. The NKR's proven reliability, durability, power, versatility, and fuel efficiency also make it the ideal and dependable vehicle to provide such basic services to communities in need, wherever they may be, Isuzu added. A turnover ceremony was held at the Philippine Red Cross National Headquarters in Mandaluyong City, attended by IPC President Haji Mikoso, PRC Chairman Richard Gordon, and PRC Laguna Chapter Head Frank Soromero. In the interviews during the turnover, Gordon said the NKR food truck will join the fleet of food trucks that Red Cross operates in various cities and provinces in need of help to feed communities whom many residents have lost livelihoods due to the community quarantine restrictions.
Meron kaming food truck sa Catanduanes. Meron kaming food truck sa Camarines Sur. Meron kaming food truck doon sa Cagayan, malayo. Pagka marami na tayo rito, 3 food trucks can go to one province and quickly just go around, keep on cooking and providing food for the people. The plan is to have in every area, strategic area, makikita nyo. And then we will have roving people with the flag, like the Japanese when they tour. Makikita nyo yung flag na Red Cross, Food Patrol, so that if anybody has a problem, they can see the flag, they will go there.
At the turnover, Gordon also acknowledged the steadfast support Isuzu continuously provide to Red Cross disaster relief efforts, as well as its programs. Gordon also revealed significant news on how Red Cross is supporting government initiatives to acquire and administer COVID-19 vaccines.
Early days, but definitely the Red Cross will work for a vaccine, and next week we'll have serious meetings, hopefully. And then when it arrives, I hope our friends from Isuzu and our friends from everywhere who have a small shop, or even you buy one for yourself and you give one to another person.
Gordon also revealed that Red Cross is promoting the use of a more inexpensive and less invasive procedure for COVID-19 procedures and is counting on support from Isuzu on a possible campaign using this new testing procedure.
And I hope that the Isuzu will support us, will buy some pickups, some of the chapters, so they can go to the chapter and start implementing. In 2 weeks' time, the saliva test will just, you'll just go in, I'll give you a bottle, a vial, a small one, and in front of me or in front of the Red Cross personnel, you put the vial, we will mark it, we'll barcode it, take it to the laboratory, no more sticking that, no? And it's cheaper, very cheap. Japanese are using it in the airport.
The NKR mobile kitchen truck donation will not surely be the last manifestation of Isuzu continuing to be one of Red Cross's responsible partners in serving the needs of the community.
Many predict that 2021 will continue to see communities and the economy struggling to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic. It is heartwarming and reassuring to see the likes of Isuzu and the Red Cross continuing to join hands in helping out communities in need.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant, only for the foodies.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. Mercedes-Benz Philippines has brought in the all-new 2020 G-Class. There are two variants of the German car maker's iconic G-Wagon available, the 350D and the G500 AMG line. Let's take a look at the latter. One needs more than 10 million pesos to own that G500 AMG line. For that, you get a Mercedes with uncompromising off-road capability and interior luxurious extravagance. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we will be talking about fuel-saving devices. Whether they work, or do they not? For as long as there have been gasoline engines and fuel that goes into our cars, there will always be people who will try to sell you fuel-saving devices. Now, the hallmark of these things are like the pyramid scheme: more power, better efficiency, better mileage. Sometimes they attach a number to it, up to 30%. And if they're really great, up to 50%. Then this is the latest in the long line of them. This is the killer power box. This has been making the rounds of the various car clubs, and as with every fuel-saving device, the claims are always like this: more power, very satisfied customer feedback, less usok. Okay, let's put it to the test, shall we? As with any claims of better power tests, we always put the car on the dyno because very simple. The machine doesn't lie. It cannot lie even if we wanted it to. We've actually seen a number of these things over the years that we've been doing. DOST and DOE actually certify us to do the benchmark testing for anybody who wants to market these things and wants to get a certification from them. So we're gonna put this killer power box, install it on the engine, put it on the dyno, and see that if it really does make power. And let's set the bar kind of low. We're happy with 10 horses. Doesn't need to be 30 horses, doesn't need to be 50. 10 horses will do fine. absolutely no gain. Wala. Zero gain. Absolutely none. We'll do it one more time, just to make sure and nobody can say anything. Yep, absolutely no gain whatsoever. If you want to think about it, it's actually a slight power drop of about 4 horses. You will run into these kinds of devices on your Facebook feed, on your car groups, on your friends who will tell you that there's this latest power saving device. It's very simple. If they promise horsepower in double-digit gains, fuel economy savings in also double-digit gains, it is not true. Don't even bother thinking twice. And then it is too cheap and too good to be true. It's definitely not true. So don't even bother wasting and asking, hey, does this work or not? And all of that. No, it's not. There might even, I've also seen some videos where they have some slick backstory about 2 college engineering students who were sued by the oil companies because their device saved fuel and all of that, and the oil companies want to keep it buried. That's also not true, and it's a 100% scam. Fuel saving device? Definitely not. There's only one place this belongs to, and it's not your engine.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your Automobile Electronic Magazine informative as well as entertaining. You can also check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad Butch and my brother Wee, this has been your host, Susie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.